What's up, guys? KT Outdoors here, and today I wanted to take a split second and show you the progress on our new garden for this year. So if you are interested in seeing the results of us taking what was basically a patch of weeds and turning it into a pretty epic garden, if I do say so myself, then stay tuned, because that's coming up next. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. If you are finding some value in this content, we would sure appreciate a thumbs up. You can go ahead and smash that button for us right now. If you feel like making a comment down below, that would help us even more. We're just trying to share what's possible with as many people as we can so that folks know that they can do some things on their own to help meet their needs, which I think is more and more important as time goes by, given this current situation that we find ourselves in. Okay, here's the deal. We started this garden this year partially because of that situation, I won't lie. We had wanted to do it anyway, but we became more highly motivated, I guess. So it's been a journey, it's been fun, but I honestly yesterday was outside and a nice lady pulled up in the front yard and asked if she could take a picture of my garden, which I kind of thought was random. And then she said, well, I want to post it on Facebook as a example of what you can do in just a tiny space in the front corner of your yard to grow some of your own food. And I kind of smiled. I said, well, that's basically the whole point of this whole thing. So by all means, take whatever pictures you want and post away. So let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to start in the back, which is the north side for me. I call the back. And we're going to move our way forward towards the road. And I'm going to talk about the three main sections of this space that we have created and what's growing on in there, because it's kind of crazy actually. So first section back here in the back is our in-ground beds. So what we have here is a mountain of squash. There is sugar pie pumpkin, butternut squash, and two different varieties of acorn squash. So we have a pile of winter squash as well as some sweet corn and a watermelon for my daughter that are growing back there. So this is all standard in-ground planted plants. I'll put a card up here to the video I did. At the start of all this, I did a video series on the 3 different ways to start a garden. Well, 3 different ways that I've started a garden. These are the in-ground beds. So I'll put that link right up here for that video so that you can go watch how I created those beds if you're interested. But this is what they've been able to kick out. Now, we used really, really fertile composted manure to create these beds, which is why I planted squash and not something more tender. I knew the squash would really benefit from the fertility. And I haven't had to fertilize like basically anything this year. So it's a good baseline. Everybody's driving by this morning. It's a good baseline way to start a garden space if you have really fertile additives like composted manure, to just go ahead and plant squash the first year and let them start to work through all of that stuff. Okay, and that brings us to section 2, working towards the road. Section 2 is the greenhouse space with changing weather patterns and all of that. Protected growing space, potentially important. More than anything for us, it helps us extend the season. We can start plants sooner and we can keep plants longer if we have a greenhouse type space. So in the works there, we've got some more roofing to get on there. We finally got the last of the painting done just last week. Now we can finish putting the roof on it, and there's a few other walls like right there and the doors and things that we need to still get figured out. So far, it's going pretty good. Okay, and then finally the last section here is the raised beds. Now I'm going to turn the camera around and take you through there so that you can kind of see what's going on there. Again, I'll put a card up here in the corner for you to go watch the video on planting in raised beds that I put together. I don't know that I've published a video yet on how I built them. It's super simple, just building a box. But let's go take a look at what's growing in there. Well, as you can see, it's been a little bit nuts, but we're learning more, we're getting some stuff done, and that's what's important. If you are enjoying this content, please comment down below, maybe consider subscribing. We're just doing our best to share the journey and help inspire everybody to do whatever they can to meet their own needs and be a little bit more in control of their food security as we go through these really difficult and trying times. And the best thing about it is that in the process, we get to be out here in all the beauty that is nature. Because I would just rather be out here. And you know why. Because life's better when it's lived outdoors. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.